in the early teenage years, you looked at the older guys and they were always drinking and it was a fun thing and it looked great and it was cool. And then I was 16 and I was drinking, and then I was 18 and drinking a lot more and every weekend and every night and all that. And then started a business and still drinking. And then you have stress and then you're drinking because of the stress, and you're drinking on the good days and the bad days. And
drinking to celebrate, drinking
oh
to
yeah,
mourn.
oh yeah. It's, and in an environment where there was a lot of drinking and yeah, still.
Would you consider it an acceptable drug of choice then?
Absolutely.
Especially in the
Out there,
yeah.
The Dutch community, it's actually wild. Like as soon as you step out of our Dutch community, it's like, oh, you drink, or like you have more than one drink.
Yeah, you drink 5.
You drink and you smoke like that. Like, come on, how do you do that to your body? Your body's a temple.
Yeah. Just don't have a tattoo.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
So it's kind of. I mean,
that's not totally fair, because there are just a lot of cultures that. But I do know what you're saying. If you step in a Christian community that's not Dutch, they really scratch their weary head.
That's
Our
right.
friend Matt included. He's just like, man,
how does this happen?
How is this lining up where you are so legalistic about other things, but you excuse the drinking, drunkenness?
Oh, absolutely.
We would all agree that there's nothing wrong with drinking.
Yeah,
at least here.
It's the drunkenness.
And
it's there, and it's like. The communities kind of just looks at it and says, well, boys will be boys. Let them get it out before they get married. Stuff like that.
Yeah, their wife will straighten them out.
It's like the Amish don't want, they do that too. Don't they like allow the rumspringa, I think it's called. Oh. When they're young kids, they're allowed to go out and get it all out of their system, and then they come back and then it's all cool.
I'm so scared when we talk like this about other faith groups.
No, they have this. Rumspringa is a thing. Like, look it up. It's like I think there's like
last week we butchered the Mormons. This week we're butchering the Amish.
This is butcher ourselves only.
Yeah.
I'm just always a little scared.
Yeah, I would agree.
You're probably right.
I would agree.
Seems weird.
Yeah, it is. It is just like what he's saying. It's weird, right? Like, yeah.
Well, I think because there again, when something's okay, and like especially with drinking, it's like, where is the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's such a personal, like it's.
Well, I'm
especially because some people, it's not about number of drinks you have. Like literally, some people would have 2 drinks and be pretty intoxicated, and the next guy's drinking a 2-6er in a night, and he's still walking.
I actually did it the other night. So we had my family gift exchange at my house, and I was like, I got to like make sure everyone's kind of relaxed. So I said to Nicole, we're going to do Jello shooters, and so we made Jello shooters with vodka. Whenever anybody came in, everyone got a Jello shooter, and just got everyone.
And did it work?
Best family function you ever had?
I got some compliments. I mean, I didn't see anybody inebriated. But
acting out of hand. Yeah. You didn't want to be wearing that.
Yeah. I saw a few people smile that never smile. No, I'm just kidding.
Were you looking in the mirror?
Yeah.
I had one of the guys tell me at the shelter recently, he's like, man, you never smile. I'm like, oh, crap. Resting bitch face. Yeah. Anyways.
But what I was getting at is that I think there's a lot of guys out there that struggle with that alcohol, or they get to my age or 30 or 40 and they're like, this is kind of a problem because I don't feel like stopping. I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
But do people go to AA? Like, would
by
you
us?
recommend someone go to AA or not? I've been to AA in Lethbridge, so.
Yeah, I haven't gone to AA.
No.
I've considered it. I've got a really good friend of mine that went and did it. And I think he's like 100 times better for it. Yeah. I love talking to him about it. He's gained a lot of knowledge and introspection around it. I think my pride would hold me back. I can figure this out on my own.
You struggle with pride?
No, a little bit. I don't want to be that guy.
I love it. I love the honesty. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why most people wouldn't go, just so you know.
Yeah.
Literally be the pride or the uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
We were talking about yesterday too, just about even like a church leadership, about how like they never have any problems, and so you're not going to go to them if you have a problem, and how important it is to like be wide open about that, and also before they go in, like ask them all the questions, like be real. What are you struggling with? Because when me and Jason were talking about it yesterday, when we saw them growing up and everyone had their crap together, well, then you start holding your stuff in because, you don't want to be the odd man out. And then you end up being in a spot one day where you're in that position. Well, you're definitely not going to be open then. And now you're all like in your 40s to 60s and everyone's like has secrets that you're not talking to anybody about. And so they're just, just disaster.
Any organization, including a church, any organization, any business, everything will stem from leadership. if the leadership is vulnerable, people will be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Amen.
If a boss is a gentle person and caring, employees will be caring.
If a
Guy's
dad
a
is
slave driver, you're going to create
Yeah.
leadership matters, and that's why when you read scripture, that's why leaders are supposed to be beyond or have a very tolerant. Beyond reproach.
and the most important one is a dad.
Yeah.
You want gentle kids, you got to be gentle. You want patient kids, you got to be patient. It all stems from what we're doing, not what we're telling them to do, what we're doing.
How we're acting.
How we're acting. How we're like, our words mean jack. My kids call me out often. Yeah.
One cool example of that is I recently heard of a church community that their recent pastor was talked a lot about pornography and the evils of it and how it needs to be dragged into the light and all that stuff. Talked about it quite a bit, but never really went anywhere. And then the next pastor talked about his own struggle with pornography, and then all of a sudden all these young men and these men start showing up and say,
I need help.
I need help. And it was
Amen.
his vulnerability, his ability to say, I struggle with this. And that's why people trusted to show up and say, hey,
I love that.
I need help.
Love that.
So I think that's what we need to be as men and leaders in our community to say, hey, I suck at this and I've done this, I've gone through this, and I'm willing to talk to you about it.
Yeah, be real. With our kids too. I mean, we expect perfection from our kids, and when they're in their 20s, they're not going to come talk to us. If we allow them to not be perfect now, like we want them to be
Our
excellent.
kids, man, they just shoot it right. Dad, I can't be perfect. I'm a human. I'm a sinner. That's what my kid got a
Well, because you
6-year-old
openly
that
talk
does.
about that way, right?
No, it's not.
To a degree, you
Do
do.
better, I say, right? Do better.
Yeah, you say a lot of that. You say a lot of that too.
I do a lot of that too, right?
Yeah.
Bit of gospel.
A lot of empty-
Mostly
a lot of
just
empty
try
threats.
harder. Yeah, a lot of empty. I'm the king of empty threats. It's a disaster. Horrible parent. Failed threats, fake threats.
Anyways, anything else you guys talk about?
Jason, you probably listen to this once in a while. What is something that should be talked about more on the podcast? This is your chance to bring to light what you think. Man,
He told me yesterday he doesn't listen that often.
I
so-
don't
stand
listen a
corrected.
lot,
But
but
you have, and you're like, you quit listening for a reason because it was boring, probably.
you're
People
really
just
putting
want
me
to
on
be
the spot here.
entertained, right?
I think just be authentic, be real.
Okay.
And I appreciate you guys both for that because you guys have been.
So if people are struggling with drinking in Southern Alberta, they're going to come talk to Jason.
Come talk to Jason. I know what
You
it's
will drink
like.
with them. Yeah.
Well,
or are you not drinking now?
I still am.
Okay. Are you going to quit or not until you go to AA?
I'm figuring it out.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Waiting till it gets back from Mexico.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh,
We're doing a
this
company
is
trip to
awesome.
Mexico, so
This is awesome.
maybe after that.
You strike me as somebody that could be stone cold sober in Mexico and be totally fine and have a fun time.
I would struggle. Yeah, I would struggle. I feel like I'm not in the group. I'm sitting outside watching everybody else have fun.
Okay. That's honest. I love it.
I got to get in the group.
That's cool, man.
Anyways, before we hop off, I just want to give a shout out to Mark Venort and Venort Contracting. He's helped me a bunch in the past, and he's still on the notes here. And I told him a few times I'd shout him out if people want to need an ultimate handyman in Chilliwack. He's helped me a ton. He's fixed my hot tub, built me bunk beds, built the studio, does full renovations, anything random and hard. He can probably do it. So he's a great guy. Reach out to just Google Venort Contracting as Instagram, or see if I can find his number here while we're still on it.
Got a good skill set.
Yeah, he's just
Everything's a nail and he's a hammer.
pretty much. Yeah. He's a here. 604-791-7898. So if anybody wants to use Mark, great guy. He's helped me out a lot. So
And if you're in BC and you want to move to Alberta, where the sky's always blue and mortgage rates are cheap and
Oil and gas is
everything
literally
is
pouring out of the ground.
oh
and
yeah,
they're
it's just the land of milk and honey.
oil prices.
We're looking for more concrete truck drivers. So
yeah. So reach out to me so I can connect you with Jason.
Yeah.
And get my cut.
yeah. Make sure Kyle gets his cut. Yeah.
Couldn't help myself there. If you have any questions, send them in. You can do it anonymously on the website, furiouslycurious.co. It's super complicated. Gary hates it. But if you scroll to the bottom and you hit podcast question, you can send them in
This person's
anonymously.
got the IQ of a small farm animal, and they sent us a long anonymous rant, so it can't be that hard.
The guy at the start there. That's there. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Peace. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.